everybody, it's Justice with Life Enrichment. I'm going to be teaching you how to do some calligraphy. I will just put this out there. I am not a master of calligraphy. I just know some things, so we will be learning together. Alrighty, let's have some fun. Hey everybody, welcome back. The first thing you need to get is your packet. Your packet has 5 different pages with some extras at the end. On the first page, it shows you the letters from where to start and where to end. The second page is just the letters, so you can kind of see what they look like without the start and finish. The third page is the words, so you can practice merging your letters. And the pages after are just practice pages, so you can work with different letter styles, shape sizes, and writing your words together. I'm going to be using my iPad just because it's easier for me to zoom in for you to see and easier for me to erase and write as I need to. So you're going to need a pen and a pencil, or just a pencil, whichever you prefer, so you can erase as we go. Alright, the first thing we need to know is our rules of calligraphy. The first rule is all the letters should follow the same height and angles. And the second rule is upstroke should be thin while downstroke should be thicker. Right now, the second rule doesn't apply as much as the first rule for our specific one that we are doing today. So the calligraphy style that we're going to learn today is called the monoline bounce alphabet. It's strictly just lowercase letters, and we're going to be getting started here in just a moment. We're going to start with the A, and as you can see, the A has the 1 dot, and it follows the lines. You want to follow the arrows for each of your letters. So we'll start off with our dot. We're going to follow the arrow around through the A, all the way up back to your dot. That's your starting point again. Now you're going to add your little loop-de-loop and bring it on down to the tail. As you can see, yeah. Oops, I erased. All right, it'll be back in just a moment. There we go. Our next letter is B, of course, and we're going to start with the number 1. We're going to go down to the second one. We're going to follow it up, do our little loop-de-loop, and bring it on down. I'm going really slow. All right, we're at our second point. Our second point is like the starting point for this next round. So you'll bring it to there. You want to connect the 1 to the 2, and then you're going to bring the 2 all the way around. And we're going to start now. We're going to go up, follow it around with the arrows, loop-de-loop, and bring it on out for your tail. And C is pretty easy. It's mostly just like a normal C, except you add a little bit of a longer tail. And then we have our D. Our D again, we're going to start here at the 1. We're going to follow it at the 1, and we're going to follow it all the way around and up and our tail. So we'll start there. We're going to go around our loop-de-loop, down and into our tail. The tail is what we use to connect our letters together. And our E is a very basic E. We'll start at our 1 and we'll follow it all the way around again and finish off with our tail. To me, the F is one of the hardest ones when it comes to this specific one. You're going to start at the 1. It's got a lot of loop-de-loops. So you'll start at the 1. We're going to follow it all the way up. Continue to follow the arrows. Then you have to bring it all the way back down. In the bottom of the F, you have to do a big little loop and then a smaller loop, and it has to be very close to each other. All right, our G is pretty basic also. Start at the 1. We're going to follow it all the way up and down. Now make our loop-de-loop and bring it down for the bottom into your tail. H is also very basic. Start at the 1 to go to the 2. So up and around and down to the 2. Once you're at the 2, that's going to be your next starting point for the hump of the H, and go up and down into your tail. And then you do your I, which is pretty basic also. Down, and finish it off with your dot. And same with the J. Lowercase j is pretty basic. Go there, start at your 1, bring it down, do a cute little loop-de-loop, and bring it up into your tail. And add your dot, of course. Oops, I erased it again. There we go. Okay. Now we're on to our K. The K is also kind of difficult in my opinion. Just practice it and you'll get it down just right. We'll start with the 1. We're going to go all the way up and do our loop-de-loop down into the base of the K. And that's where your 2's at. You're going to follow it up. Follow the arrows, go all the way around. There you go. Make a cute little loop and go into your tail. And there's your K. The next one's the L. L's pretty simple also. Just continue to follow the arrows all the way around, down, and into your tail. I love the way the M looks. So the M, you're going to start off with the first point to the second point to the third point, of course. And it kind of all goes together so you can get your nice little pretty humps on there. Do your little curly Q down to the base. Bring it up to connect it to the third one. And then finish it off with the up and tail. And then the N kind of looks like a miniature H. We're going to start at the 1, follow it all the way up, and take it down to the 2. That's your base, and we're going to bring it up and create your tail. And then the O, a little circle with a big circle going through it. We're going up and around and following the arrows and finishing it off. And then we have our P. The P, you're going to start off with the 1 also. You're going to go all the way down to the base before you come back to the 2. You're going to come back up with the 2. So you're going to take it all the way around, all the way down. Now bring it back up to your point, and then you're going to follow it around again, make your little loop-de-loop, and end it off with your tail. There you go. And it's good to know too that when you're doing these, it's okay if it's not perfect. You keep practicing, you'll get it going. So we have our Q, we're making our circle, our little loop, bringing it all the way down, continuing to follow the arrows, a little loop again, and your tail. And the R. It's pretty simple as well. All the way up, around, and finish it off with your tail. You'll never forget the tail part. S kind of looks like a music note to me. Take it all the way up, around and down with a big circle to the tail. And T is also pretty basic. Follow it down, follow the arrows, tail, and add your cross. And our U, down, follow it around with our curly Q and our tail. Oops, I deleted all of it. There it is. Alrighty, with the V, follow it down. You're gonna bring it back up into your curly Q. You don't want the curly Q to be too wide. Otherwise it may look like a V with an E mixed with it, and you want it just to kind of connect, to have it, give it that bounce. I love the W too. W, you're going to start at the 1, follow it down, and connect it back to the 2. Then follow the 2 down and make your big curly Q at the top and make your tail. X again is pretty basic. It's like any other X for the most part. So big squiggly line almost, really fancy X. And then bring your line straight down through it. And our Y, again, is pretty basic. You just have a cute little curly top. So bring it up, do your curl, follow the arrows down, do another loop-de-loop, and tail. And the Z, which is kind of like a really big 3 with a pretty tail at the end. So you're gonna follow it up, follow it around, make a cute little loop-de-loop right there, bring it all the way down, and finish it off with a tail. And that is the whole alphabet for our monoline bounce. And we're gonna go on to the next page here in just a moment. All right, once you're on the second page, go ahead and just practice with doing your letters again. This doesn't have the lines and whatnot, but just follow it through as we go through it on here, and take your time and just do as you need to do, okay? All right, we'll be back in just a moment. All right, I'm back. We're gonna be practicing with merging our letters together to make our words. We're gonna go in here. What's important to know is it's okay if you have to stop. It's not like normal cursive that when you start writing, you have to finish the whole word before you can go back. With calligraphy, you create your letters just as you would normally. You just connect the tails to the next part of the letter. Sometimes that means that you have to pick up your pen or your pencil in order to connect them so it has the correct look. So as you can see, we're working on the march right now. I'm showing you where we would start our points at so you can connect them just like we would on our normal calligraphy letters. And then there's that point again, so that's where it's going to connect with your C. And we're going to take it around here in just a moment to finish it off. Sorry, I was talking during this video. And so it shows you where the points are. We're following it around. There's the other point. Now we're going to go with the C. There's our starting point. Follow it around to connect it to that point. And our H going down to where our 2 would be. There's your connection, your hump, and your tail. Now continue that with the rest of the words on this page, and I will be back in just a moment. Once you're finished using the main 3 pages that we have, go ahead and turn to your next practice sheets. You can take a look at all of the pages before just to practice. Go through, do as you need to. If you need some extra pages, just let us know and we will bring you some. I hope that you enjoyed this and continue to learn, and hopefully we'll be doing another video soon with a different type. All right, everybody. Bye.